Alright, so we're back. Got round 6 of the HOR Tier 1 Championship. Round Zandvoort. Probably going to be a bit boring. Only one real overtaken spot unless you got balls. So we'll see what can happen there. As we just load into quali. While we do that, we can have a read of the standings. Let's have a look. So the constructors at the moment, after Baku last race, Ferrari extend their lead and now lead by 56 with 145 points. Haas are in second on 89, obviously 56 back from Ferrari. Alpine move up one place from fourth on 65 points. Williams move up a place from fifth to be on 53. Mercedes move from 8th to 5th after a good showing from them last weekend. Red Bull moved down a place on 43. Aston Martin in 7th moved down a place from 6th on 41. Sauber moved down a place on 29, go to 8th. And McLaren and Racing Bulls stay in the same place on 22 and 16. So not great from them. See what they can do here today. As for the drivers, Poole leads jengaaboi by 26 points. Poole isn't actually here today either. So it would be a good chance for Jenga to close the gap down to him. Trent's also been talking confidently. So we'll see what he can do. As Poole on 96 in first, and then he's got 26 points to Jenga in second. So Jenga, if he has a domination, if he gets pole, sprint, if he gets pole, fastest lap and the win, I believe there's a point for pole, not too sure. But he could, the most he can do, I think, is either lead by 1 or be even with Poole. So that could be quite interesting if he does well today. So back in, get the audio. As Clipzy is in third on 41, 19 back from jengaaboi. Constella's in fourth on 49, 2 points back from him. Trent 6 behind Constella on 43 in fifth. Speed 2 points back behind Trent. Charlie Krishna 36 points, 5 behind Speed. Brad is 16 points behind her on 20. Chesney Reese 10th. Moved up 11 places after getting very good points last race, he's on 11. Moved up 11 and on 19. Kookaburra, the reserves, on 18. Fresh in 11th. Revit in 12th. See what he can do today. He's normally got quite good pace around here. Chimp 13th, Driller 14th, Steph Mast 15th, Taffy 16th, Mick the Quick 17th, Rafa 18th, Shoot Fitz 19th, Kamer 20th, Mawson 21st, Renan 22nd, Troy 23rd, Tessa 24th, and Addrake 25th. No points for him. The only one in Tier 1 to have no points, so we'll see what kind of showing he can have here. As we watch Chesney. Don't really want to watch Chesney. Don't know who's out. Let's have a look at the... Who's out front? Who's that kick sab at the front? Just rev it on his out lap. Starting a lap now. See what he can do. You go round as fresh as on the lap as well. Shoot Fitz does a 24.5. Alright first sector for him. See what he can do round here. Keeps it in 6th. Doesn't take too much of the curb. Brennan's in there. Robert around the same corner. Take more curb. jengaaboi just starting his lap. Trent 24.1 first sector. So that's very good from him. See what he can do round there. Chesney just starts his first lap. Clipsy 24.4. Not sure what Revit's done. As Shoot Fitz will be the first to complete a lap. See what he can do up to the line. Bit cautious around the last corner. 40% battery deploy up to the line. Where can he stick his car? Well, he's going to be on pole, never mind. Stupid question. Let's see what Robert can do up to the line. And it's a provisional pole with a 9.3, so not a bad lap from him. Where can Trent stick his car? And it's an 8.8 banker for Trent, so that's a very strong showing for him. The Aston Martin of Fresh comes up to the line. Bit of a I don't know what's happened to him. I think he bailed out, so 20.7 for him. Constella's come back into the pits. Brennan's on an out lap still. jengaaboi around the last corner. What can he do? Very cautious again. Oh, he's on a cooldown. Is he coming to the pit or will he start again? I believe he's starting again. He is starting another lap now. Chesney up to the line. What can he do? Silver's retired. Don't know if that's a quali ban. Probably is. There's a 9-7 for Chesney. He sticks him up in P5 for the moment. Revit now coming round on a lap. Don't know what that was for first sector. I think I missed it. I don't know if it's me lagging or him. Constella retires. He's had a crash. Or in the pits. I'm not sure. Might have been a quali ban for him as well. Revit's bailed out his lap again. Robert's on a cooldown. Clipsy's bailed out. So nothing interesting. Oh, Fresh is on a lap here. See what he can do around the last corner. Short shift to 5th. Deploy up to the line. Where can he put his Aston Martin? And it's a 9.857. Fresh. He's in front of jengaaboi, but Jenga's had a bit of a bad lap, and he's on a lap now. So let's see what he can do up to the line. Round the last corner. 35%, better last corner for him. Deploy up to the line. Where is he going to stick his Haas? Will it be anywhere near the front? Time's looking good at the moment. It's a 9.4 for jengaaboi. 4th for him, 9.447. Decent lap. Clipsy up in 2nd. Didn't see him complete his lap. He's in the garage. The Williams of Adrake is out as well. He's on a lap. Let's see what he can do. Is he on a first? I believe he is. 24.2, that's a good first sector for him. Not purple though, because Trent's done. Trent's done a good first sector of a 0.1, I think it was. Something like that. Brad isn't on an out lap. Fresh is on a lap? I can't tell. He must be. Is he? Oh no, he's just completed the lap, hasn't he? Chesney just up on his time. Let's see what he can do. jengaaboi cool down, obviously. I think he's messed up his lap. Trent in the garage. Charlie Krishna's out for a lap now. Adrake's up to the line. Where is he going to stick his Williams? No lap at the moment. What can he do up to the line? And it's a 9.651 for Adrake. So decent pace. Not the best lap he can put in. But at the moment, Trent is 4/10 clear of Clipsy in P2. So he's having a very strong showing, just like he said he would. 4/10, there you go. 4.22 tenths, and then it's 500ths back to Robert. Another 10th back to Jenga. So Trent's having a very good showing for him. Running up to the line to start his first flying lap. PC Willie, what a name. He's on a lap, he's on a flying lap now. Brad is around the last corner, no lap for him yet. Where can he put his Mercedes? And it's a 9.9 for him, and he's... I don't know what he's done there. Moving on. Chesney on the lap. See what he can do through the second sector, and he's 2 seconds down, yeah, so he'll be coming into the pits. As Revit's just starting another lap. Looked decent for him. jengaaboi in the pit. Robert's 4/10 down. He's coming into the pits. Clipsy about to start his second lap. Trent's still in the garage waiting for that last run. About probably like 3 minutes to pair. See what Robert can do through this lap. Clipsy starting his flying lap. Charlie Krishna used all our battery already. Oh wait, no, this is right at the end of the lap. 5th, down to 5th. Carry the speed through. What she can do up to the line. 30% deploy up to the line. Where's she going to stick her Mercedes? And it's a 9.5666, a P5 for the moment. Good pace for her, but Trent's on another planet at the moment. Clipsy's just up on his time. 500ths up in the first sector. Let's see what he can do at the end of the lap. Almost touching the grass. Abusing those track limits. And Revit's spun. Right up to right on the first corner. He's done a 9.6 for the moment. He's on a cooldown lap and he's spun it. As Clipsy's 1.5 tenths up. Might be a purple sector too. I'm not too sure what Trent did. 40% battery up to the line. Deploy up to the line. Where is he going to stick his Williams? He'll have a bit of slipstream, but not too much. Where's he going to put his car? And it's a 9.1. So he's lost a bit of time in the third sector. So Trent is having an absolute Sunday drive at the moment. He's still 3/10 clear on a banker lap. So he can have a very good showing. Probably he might drive off in the race because DRS obviously doesn't get enabled for a lap. So we'll see what he can do on that first lap. jengaaboi on an out lap. Charlie Krishna on a cooldown. Yeah, Charlie Krishna on a cooldown. Revit on a... I don't know what Revit's doing, to be honest. Fresh on out lap. Brothers out lap. Trent just coming up to the line. Clipzy on a cooldown. Shoot Fitz on a cooldown. He started a lap, but he's obviously bailed out of that. Robert on an out lap. Jenga comes up to the line. We'll go on board with Trent for his lap. Let's see what he can do. Very, very cautious on the power. Chucks the car in early on the power on the exit. See what he can do up to this first sector. Deploy. But he's not had a great showing so far, Trent. He got pole last week. It's a 24-1 for him, yeah. So he's just down on his time. So he's at least consistent. Let's see what he can do in the middle sector though, which is probably where all the time is to find. But he didn't have a... He got pole in Baku last week, but he couldn't convert that, unfortunately. Maybe commentator's curse, but who cares? Just up on his time, 1300s up. Let's see what he can do around this last corner. He'll have 50% battery to use up to the line. Let's see if he can put that to good use. Very good last corner. Up to the line. Where is Trent going to improve his time, or is he going to lose time? Up to the line comes Trent, and he goes fastest by he finds 500ths in sector 2. He's on a 7.62. Very good pace for him. That is very strong. PC Willie in the pit. Chesney Reese a 10th up on his time through the first sector. Oh no, just down on his time. Don't know why it gives me a delta. Whoever outlap, Brennan outlap. There's Roberts 300ths up. We can watch him finish his lap. See if anyone else is on there. jengaaboi is 5/10 up, but he's used all of his battery, so I'd assume... Oh, he had stuck at P2, I didn't see that, on an 8.940, so that's good pace for him as well, so it could be quite... I say quite close. Second to fourth, I reckon we're quite close. Trent's probably got pole. That's very strong pace for him. Coming out all at the right times as well, as Roberts binned his lap. So that'll be that one done. Come into the pit, change his tyres. Chesney's just down on his time. Comes into the pit, doesn't find any time in sector 3, speeds into the pit. Fresh, what can he do? Two seconds down, so he's bailed out. Trent comes into the pit. jengaaboi probably coming to the pit, yeah. Clipzy in the pit. Brothers, see what he can do. I think he's just, yeah, 9197. So not a bad lap for him. As you just said in chat, he's done a 9.2 in quali, tier 2. So he's just gone a little bit faster than that in this tier 1 of HOR. So not bad pace for him. Shoot Fitz, everyone in the pit at the moment. There's not too much going on. As Revit's on a lap. Let's see what he can do. I'm good, Chocolate, mate. Thanks for asking. How about you? We've got Revit up to the second sector. Is he going to be up? Is he going to be down? He's 4/10 up on his time, so in the moment it's going to stick him. P5. See how much time he can. He spins it on the exit. As I was saying that, commentator's curse at its finest. He's not going to be happy with me if he hears that. That's going to be interesting. Hopefully he doesn't watch the stream back. Otherwise, I will get a bollocking. So he comes back to the line. Everyone else is in the pit. As Revit comes into the pit. Fresh comes out. But yeah, Brennan coming in as well. Charlie Christian's still in. Everyone in the garage at the moment. Fresh, as I said, is coming out. Kicks out, but Revit comes in. So nothing going on at the moment. Sit along with Fresh for his out lap. See how he warms up his tyres. Dragging that line up. Get the revs up. 12,000 RPM. Is he the only one on an outlap at the moment? I think he's come out a bit too early. Everyone else probably come out about that 3-minute mark. Oh, Oscar, nothing happened. Oh, but yeah, everyone else will be coming out about that 3-minute mark to maximise the circuit grip. Probably about 2 minutes 30, 3 minutes is when most people will come out the pits. Some might come out early to get clean air. Some might come out later to get the most grip, but risk it up to the line. As we can go along with Fresh for his probably final flying lap of the session, unless he messes up and has to bail out on this lap. Late-ish braking, down to third, early on the power. Could have carried more speed, Fresh, but not everyone races the same. Down to third, good corner for him, early on the power and the exit. First sector's not looking too bad for him. He's on a 9.857 at the moment, so it's not... Banker's not too great. What is he? He's 2 tenths up in the first sector, so he's had a much better first sector than he did before. Keeps it in 6th, misses the curb. See what he can do through the second sector. Down to 3rd, don't see that a lot there. Most people carry 4th. Carry the speed through 4th, early on the power on the exit. 50% battery, what can he do through sector 2? He's 2 tenths up in the first sector. He's 3 tenths, so he's found a 10th in sector 2. So not a bad time, but it's only going to move him up about 3 positions at the moment. Maybe 4 if he's lucky. Run a final sector, run a final corner, deploy up to the line. What can Fresh improve by? Has he found a 2nd in sector 2 to get pole? No, he's on a 5.88, so it's only stuck in P8. So he's moved from 13th to P8, found 5 places, but not too strong pace from Fresh, unfortunately. Expecting more as the top 3 come out. Clipzy on an outlap as Jenga comes up to the line. Let's see where Trent's at. Trent's just coming out in the first sector now, so we can sit on with Jenga for his first lap. Brad is now on his final outlap. Robert on an outlap. Charlie Krishna comes into the pit, so I believe that's her no, she's come out of the pit. I am not in the right headspace. Fresh, obviously on a cool down. Renan, everyone else on an outlap. Chesney just starting his lap now. See what he can do. Let's see what Jenga's doing. He's 500s up in sector 1. Cuts a lot of the curb, takes it quite well. And there's the 4th gear, carry the speed through that I was talking about earlier. So jengaaboi and Trent looking like he has a bit of a moment on the exit. And he's bailed out. Yeah, so that's going to be... He won't be able to recharge his battery, so I think that's going to be... How is he getting so much back? Oh, he knows the strats. Smart guy. Alright, well, that's good for the future, but it won't have a 100% battery up to the line. Trent 600s up in. Never mind, he hasn't gone through the first sector. This game is bugged. Carry 7, this is going to be up, just up in 300s up in the first sector for him. Carry 7th, flat out. Down to 6th. See what he can do. What's Clipzy doing? Round the final corner comes Clipzy. Deploy up to the line. Is it provisional pole for him? He sticks at P2 with an 8.26. Good final lap for him. What can Trent do through the second sector? He's a 10th up on his time, so Trent's finding pace everywhere at the moment. Very good pace from him. jengaaboi now round the first sector. Doesn't have a lot of battery, like I said. Trent is having a great showing, just like he said, confident in the DMs. What can he do up to the line? What's the improvement going to be? It's an 8.636 for him. Very good pace. Finds 1.25 tenths. So that's a very, very strong lap from Trent. Clipsy's bailed out his lap and he's spun it as I've clipped to him. jengaaboi only got 10% battery left, so that's his qualifying done. What can Robert do? 3 tenths up through the first corner. And that's not right. Renan's ran that corner as well. Through the second sector, shoot fits. Braddard up to the line. Where can he put his car? It's in a 9-0 for Bradders. Puts him 6th right now. There's a lot of people on their laps. As Adrake's 3 tenths up. Charlie Krishna's just down on her time. What can she do up to the line? It's jengaaboi into the pit, so that is him. That's P3 at the most. Clipzy will be in a pit. Obviously, Trent's on pole position. 4/10 up is Revit. What can he do up to the line? It's a 9.2 for Revit. He finds an improvement, but it's not enough. He sticks in P8. Up to the line comes Shoot Fits. 9.138 for him. Trent comes into the pit. Renan up to the line. How much improvement has he found on this lap? Doesn't look like a lot. He'll be coming into the pits. There he is. Robert, obviously on a cool down. He's just going to finish. Can't be bothered. There we go. Trent has pole position by just under 0.2 of a second. So that is a very strong pace showing from him. Clipzy P2 on an 8.26. Jenga a 10th behind him on a 9.40. And then P4 to P6 is quite close, within 200. P4 to P6 on within 400ths of a second, and then and then 700ths back to Shoot Fits, 700ths back to Revit, about the same again back to P8. So Trent has had an absolute masterclass in that qualifying session. An 8.6 is no easy feat, especially in qualifying. There's your order. Trent 1.9 tenths on pole. Very, very good from him. Silver and Constella having qualifying bans. Fresh qualifiers at the back. Just behind Charlie Krishna, so you'd expect more from her. So I don't know how she's P12. Adrake P11. Chesney P10. And it's quite close until you get up to Clipzy and Trent, who's a 10th ahead of jengaaboi, and then Trent obviously 2/10 ahead of Clipzy in second. That was, yeah. He was talking very confident about this and Spa last week, Ewan. So I'm not surprised to see him on pole. Did a practice session with him. Did a 0.7 there, I think, and he's had a couple of days since then. So I was always expecting him to be in the 6s, if not the very low 7s. So see what he can do in the race. Keep it consistent. Hopefully he has a good showing. He'll be wanting to have a good showing after last week when he stuck it on pole but didn't convert after the horrible strategy that he didn't pit under safety car. For fresh mediums, he stayed out on those hard tyres. Or was it the other way around? It's one of the two. As we're waiting for the players now, already up, as we can see the grid on the right hand side of the screen starting to form. Everyone choosing their strategies, all their tyres, everything. See what they can do. See what Trent can do. Clipzy will be looking to have a good showing as well, as he P3 in the standings at the moment. He'll be looking to close the gap on pole. He does have a 26-point gap, so he will still be leading on countback even if Josh wins and gets fastest lap to get 26. He is starting P3, so he's got very good chance. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights around the Zandvoort, and away we go for the Zandvoort Grand Prix, the Netherlands Grand Prix. Trent gets away well. Clipzy just behind. As the Ferrari of Robert gets away very well. jengaaboi had a bit of a bad getaway. See what he can do behind. Clipzy having a moment with Robert as they go side by side. Clipzy gets past, but Trent's always got a second gap out front already. And that probably will be a second after this lap. He'll be pushing to get that away. Brad has got past jengaaboi as well, so I don't know what's happened to him off the start. Renan just behind him, so jengaaboi from P3 down to P5 after only a couple corners. Clipzy using his battery to catch back up to Trent. Trent just having a Sunday drive. Look, he has got a second. So Trent's already broken DRS to Clipzy. So he's had after all of that, Clipzy using his battery, Trent's still broken DRS. And Robert's just stuck in behind. Brothers has kept his position. As I said, jengaaboi had a bit of a bad start. Renan now sits P6. Charlie Krishna up from, was it P13, P12, now to P10, so she's made up a couple. As Trent is 1.5 seconds clear already after one lap. So he's gonna drive off. Probably get removed from the league for being too fast. 1.6 seconds, that is outrageous in one lap. Yeah, Clipzy, I don't know what happened. He was 2/10 off in quali, but he's a second a lap off in the race. So he's going to be holding Robert. Robert's going to want to get past as quick as possible to get that DRS. And he's off. There's the bottle. There's the Robert we all know and love, and he's in a wall. And he's lost his front wing. That's the Ferrari strategy we all know and love. So now Clipzy 2 seconds back. Brothers 4/10 behind. So he'll be looking to get past Clipzy to get on and try and challenge Trent. And Trent's 2 seconds clear of Clipzy in P2. So this is just, Trent's going to have a Sunday drive. Everyone else behind will be battling for the remaining podium. Trent will get a warning after this saying if he doesn't calm it down and stop practicing, he'll get removed. Trent gets fastest lap with 11.6. Brothers immediately takes like just off 300 tenths faster. Gets the lead off gets second place off Clipzy, but Trent is having an amazing start so far. As I say that, and he has a bit of a moment into the hairpin. I'm gonna stop watching him because I did jinx him last week. Robert retires. He's given up already after a strong start from him from P4 to P3. He's now retired. Clipzy down to P4. jengaaboi finally got past. Well, he got past Robert, which was the place that he kept. Robert leaves the session. Yeah. Brad is now looking to go after Trent, but it's not looking too good for him. Trent's having an absolute... He couldn't have wished for a better race so far. I don't want to say anything too early. Obviously, it's lap 3, but he's 2.7 seconds ahead. So he's been practicing a lot. You can tell. He'll carry that gap on, especially without DRS. Clipzy will be looking past, draining all of his battery to get past Bradders. Trent gets fastest lap with 11.5, and he will keep that as Clipzy drains all of his battery, moves across, almost cutting off Bradders. God. Anything happening further back? Nothing happening further back, as Chesney Reese has had a very, very long... He's had a long moment. Long moment? A big moment. He's 9 seconds off the back of the pack. So he'll be hoping for a safety car, which will probably get one. As the tyres, we've got Trent's on the softs. Yeah, that explains why he's gapped off the start. Mediums for 2nd to 6th. Drake to Charlie Christian 7th to 9th on the softs. So they'll be looking to get past quite quickly, and then 10th. So the majority of the grid on mediums, probably that medium soft strategy, unless there's an early safety car. Trent be hoping for that early safety car to get on those hard tyres, be on the same. Some medium runners might not pit. As we've got the positions, as Bradders is up 2, Shootfits is up 1, Adrick's up 4, so not a bad showing from him. Revitt keeps his position. Charlie Christian are up 3 from P12. PC Willie started, he's gone down 1 position. Sit along with Trent for this. Constella up 4th from last. Silver up 2 from 14th. Fresh stays where he is. Not great pace from him. Chesney Reese obviously down 4 after that moment. As Trent is still zooming off. jengaaboi takes 2nd place, so he'll be looking to get after Trent, even though he is on those soft compound tyres at the moment. The softs, a very good race tyre in my opinion around Zandvoort. So the mediums won't be faster for a lap or 2 at least. It'll be like around lap 9 when they start dropping off against the mediums. Clipzy sits behind Trent. Sits behind Trent. jengaaboi chasing Trent. Clipzy sits behind jengaaboi. Bradders will be recharging his battery behind both of them. And Adric has lost DRS to Shootfit, so that's going to be a break in the DRS train for them. But Revitt should get past in this straight now, and he'll be back in the DRS for him. Clipzy will take 2nd place from jengaaboi. Bradders looking to get past into 3rd. Maybe a move on to Clipzy into turn 1. Turns off his battery. Sits behind for turn 1. So they're trying to catch, playing the team game. Bradders is at least. jengaaboi takes 4th position back again. Brennan up to 5th. Keeps his position, just sitting behind, patiently waiting, hoping for some carnage. Is the gap out front now 4.3 seconds. He is on those soft compound tyres, but Trent's pace is very strong at the moment. You can't fault him for it. jengaaboi down 1 from where he started. And the gap now, it's a big DRS train, all well, pretty much down to 13th. Revit almost in. He'll be trying to push, get back in, using his battery to get back in. Probably will, hoping he will. So it's not a break in the train. As Renan and Shootfits go side by side, Shootfits gets past, ballsy move from him. Good, well, not a good place to overtake, but he's made it work, made it stick. No damage between the two. Good racing. Clipzy now 5 seconds behind Trent. Brothers will be looking to get past him into turn 1. Maybe jengaaboi as well, or he's saving his battery. Brothers gets past. Into turn 1 they go. Bit deep by Brothers. I mean, Trent is on those soft compound tyres, but he shouldn't be losing this much lap time per lap. It's about 8 tenths a lap at the moment. They're losing because of all this fighting that's going on as well. And the softs are probably about 4 tenths of a second quicker a lap if they're the same pace as someone else. Maybe if they're both freshers. Clipzy has a moment. He's bottled again. He's ghosted at the moment, down to 6th from 2nd. Nice one, Clipzy. That's what you all expect. Revit now back in the DRS after that mistake. He is up a couple positions. His pace is getting stronger as he go again. Yeah, once again. That's what you all expect from Clipzy though, to be honest. What a good 1 lap pace, not consistent in races though. Generational stinker, exactly. Brothers 5.6, they've lost another 6 tenths, so it's not as much as they did when Clipzy was in 2nd, but it's not ideal. jengaaboi were going for the lead. Shootfits, maybe, no, he's going to stick behind for another lap. jengaaboi up to 2nd, looking to get after Trent. Now those medium tyres are coming into play against the softs. See what he can do on this lap, as they have gained a 10th, but that was DRS down the back straight. And Trent will be hoping to come in. Not sure, I think around lap 13 is the pit window for those softs. He has matched Trent through the first sector, so it's not bad pace from those mediums now. They're starting to come into play. So everyone, all those medium runners, who's on the softs? Yeah, so Revit, Charlie Krishna and Adrake will be starting to probably lose time to the cars behind. And knowing Trent's luck, he'll probably pit, and the lap he pits there'll be a safety car and he'll be dropped down to P9. Or back of the grid at the moment because of that massive DRS train, apart from Chesney, who's just having a Sunday drive at the moment. He's in a race of his own. He won't be trying too hard. Trying to catch back up, but he won't. Don't know what's happened to him. Checking with him after the race. As jengaaboi, that last lap, didn't exactly lose any time. Maybe he lost a 10th. So those mediums really starting to come into play now. The gap to Brothers is 5 tenths, so there's a big DRS train down to P13. And Trent's just in a world of his own at the moment. Yeah, Revit's got past Renan. Charlie Krishna trying to look past as well, but Adrake sit behind her. Revit trying to make those softs work, even though it's probably a bit too late to do anything against those medium runners now. See what Revit can do. See what he can do. Clipzy now up to P5 from P6. He'll bottle again. Shootfits up to P4, so it's been a decent start, but I've made mistakes. So his pace isn't too strong, but his consistency's there, unlike some other people who I won't mention. jengaaboi has lost 4 tenths to Trent this lap, so he's either made a mistake or Trent's just used most of used some of his battery. As you can see, he hasn't. He's on 80% still. And that's the mistakes we're talking about. Goes deep into turn 1, can't get the rotation in. But that was Brothers, I believe. Jenga will be sitting behind, hoping to get dragged along by Brothers, but Trent is absolutely flying. His tyres are going to start overheating if he keeps going flat out through there. Very close to bottoming the car out. Chesney race lost another second. Fresh is sitting close behind Constella. That's what happened here. Adrake's made a mistake, so the Williams bottle was starting to happen. Is that Logan Sargent in the car? Must be. So that's both Williams have made a mistake. Constella and Adric are ghosted. Let's see what can he get ahead as Adric brakes later, but Constella will have the better exit. They're still ghosted, so they're still right on each other, and he carries more speed through, but then Constella has the better exit. My god, it's just like it's one car. This is their chance to get out of one another, but they're going to stick in as now they're unghosted. He sends it down the inside, his contact, and he spins. So that's kind of got what he deserved after that move. Don't know why he's done that. As what the hell has happened here? Clipsy's probably made a stupid move again, knowing him. Revit's up to P5, push Brenners down to P4. They'll be looking to get back up to jengaaboi. Keep within that DRS range. Not losing a lot of time now to Trent, but it's not ideal for him. Clipsy probably made another stupid overtake, as he always does. Revit will be absolutely loving that, as he's got a free position and he can get dragged along with DRS still. He's on those softs, now they're starting to drop off. Not in Trent's hands, but in other people's hands, those softs will be starting to drop off, so he'll be loving to get dragged along with DRS, as long as he doesn't do what he did in quali and spin on the exit at turn 14. Still a massive DRS train. Chesney barely losing any time. Adric drops to the back of the grid after whatever happened to him. As Clipsy goes for the lead of the race, Trent and jengaaboi goes for a switchback, so this could get quite spicy. Trent and jengaaboi jet backs out, very smart, knowing Clipsy. No space would have been given. Like I said before. Clipsy takes P2. jengaaboi will be sitting behind, but they will be losing a lot of time now, because it's Clipsy back in the lead. Brad is just waiting. Revit very close behind on his diffuser. He'll be able to get past hopefully soon, so he doesn't have to sit behind in dirty air. And he's made a mistake. I think he went a bit deep. Shoot Fitz looked for the inside but couldn't get it. What's happening back here? It's just a big DRS train. No moves really being done. The Aston Martin, no. Adric's lost DRS. See what jengaaboi is he going to sit behind? He should go for the move, as Clipsy's lost another 3/10, even though his tyres are better. So Trent's having a great race. jengaaboi takes P2 from Clipsy. Brothers is going to sit behind once again. Constella comes into the pits. He was on those mediums, so I don't know what. He's got a 10-second penalty. Is he going to retire? I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he just sped into the pit. And he's retired. There you go. So that's one Ferrari out. Both Ferraris out. Unlucky pull. So the Ferrari constructor lead could be sliced massively here. It was looking comfortable for them, but there's been a double Ferrari DNF at Zandvoort. So Paul's not going to be too happy with that after having most of the points. Clipsy will be looking past to get jengaaboi. See, jengaaboi now 7.2, so he hasn't lost any time to Trent. No, he didn't. He retired in the pit oozing. Clipsy 5/10 behind. He'll use all of his battery. Brothers will be sitting behind. Clipsy going to sit behind jengaaboi. Very smart, because jengaaboi gains a couple tenths on Trent that lap. Don't worry, Constella. I got that. That was on stream. You didn't retire on the track. It was at the end of the pit. So that won't be a report. Yeah, I know. This is why Trent's so good at it. jengaaboi will be looking to push on, as Trent's pit window will be any lap now. See when he comes in for those fresh mediums. No safety car yet, but Adric, someone could spin it, as Robert did earlier, into the gravel. Spin it and then come back on track, cause a safety car. jengaaboi gaining time on Trent now, so this is when those mediums are going to start gaining a lot on those softs. They've gained 3/10 this lap. Clipsy will be sitting behind. See what he can do. He'll overtake jengaaboi probably here because he's not smart, and then they'll lose a lot more time. So jengaboi's time gain to Trent will be demolished. Brada's maybe looking to get past Clipzy, using his battery. Clipzy on 25%, he'll stick behind one more lap as jengaaboi is just chilling. A bit of lag into the turn one. If you've got Trent on those, like I said, those softs, 14 lap old softs, they'll start to die off soon. Drake's the only one that's pit, so no, Chesney Reese's pit. Must have started on the softs lap 1. No, he hasn't pit. He just hasn't crossed the line yet. He's that far back. So Drake the only one that pit. He'll be looking to go to the end on those mediums, get a big undercut. jengaaboi now, bit of grass, but he's kept the gap the same to Trent. Clipzy, if he's smart, will stick in behind for another lap. Get dragged along. Revit 2 tenths back. Shoot Fit's now looking to make a move on Revit because of those soft tyres have started to die off quite a lot. Fresh has had a moment. He's lost DRS to the back of PC Willie. What a name, by the way. As there you go, Trent comes into the pit. I assume for those medium compound tyres. Yes, it is. Now jengaaboi takes the lead of the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Clipzy with P2, he'll be sticking behind. Now Trent will come out where's he coming out? He'll come out P9. As Shoot Fits as well as Charlie Krishna, so all the soft runners now, apart from Revit of pit. So Revit probably looking to extend by a lap or two to get better tyres, but Trent's lead is going to be outrageous. He'll probably have like a 10-second lead, 11-second lead by the time this lot come in. They've just got to be smart. They've just got to be smart. And there's one person in this pack, I'm not naming names, that isn't smart. So we'll see what happens there. Revit now P4, he'll be looking to get past Hope for a potential podium. McLaren 5-6, they'll be maybe working together. We don't know too much of what's going on, to be honest. As Clipzy, he doesn't have too much battery, and jengaaboi is just saving as he's deploying now to keep Clipzy behind. But Clipzy seems to be pushing to an extent, but he can't catch Josh. So we'll see what he can do. Brother sticks in behind again. See how quickly Trent's gaining. Fresh gets a 10-second for coming into the pits. Is that going to be a timer? Yep, Fresh retires. That's another retirement. Trent is consistent, but the pace that he's got right now, you don't see often from him. He's got one lap pace, but to do it in a race is another thing. Zandvoort, he was very confident coming into as well, so I'm not surprised to see him up at the front. But it's a very dominant. It's very dominant from him. That's what I meant to say. Clipzy sits in behind, loses another couple tenths to jengaaboi. He probably will be after this race if he wins by 10 seconds. I can vouch for that because I know how it feels. Got Brothers, Clipzy using overtake as well as his DRS to catch back up to jengaaboi, but jengaaboi just chilling on his 80%, keeping it cautious. Trent on an 11.4. How fast is that? Fastest lap before was an 11.5, so it's not. He's only a tenth quicker. As Charlie Krishna goes faster immediately on an 11.434. Revit up to P3. He's got past Brothers. Brothers looking to get back past, but it taps the rear of Revit. Misses the apex completely, has a bit of a moment, and now Revit will be hoping to get dragged along even more. Should be in maybe the end of this lap, if not the end of next lap. jengaaboi almost broken DRS to Clipzy. Clipzy using his battery. jengaaboi just keeping it on medium the whole time. So there's raw pace from jengaaboi. You can really see the difference between consistent drivers and one lap pace. Revit will be. Let's see if we come in this lap. He should be. Trent has got 3 seconds since we last checked into PC Willie's. Revit in? No, he's going to stay out for another lap, looking for a better tyre offset to Trent, hoping to get that. Be on the same strategy, just a bit later. Trent goes on 11.408, still not too much faster, but he doesn't have DRS. That's a big factor. A bit laggy. That's all on my part. It's not the servo. It might be the servos actually. Brother sitting behind again, behind Revit. Jolly Christian will be looking to close the gap to Trent, but Trent's pace is looking very strong at the moment. 17 laps to go, and he's got a lead of probably about 13 seconds at the moment, 12-13 seconds. So when the top runners, the front runners come into the pit, he'll be out the front, absolutely flying by about, I think, about 18.5 seconds is the, 18-19 seconds is the pit loss time around here. And off the leader, he is 6 seconds. So if someone wants to do the maths, that is about 11 seconds he'll have in the lead of the race at the moment. Coming on to 12 when he gets under 4 seconds. Finally, Revit comes into the pit for those fresh mediums. Let's see if he speeds. Takes it very cautious. 59 kph, so very slow. And he doesn't. So he comes in. Trent on the 11.4 goes 8 thousandths quicker in his last lap. But at the end of this one, there could be one less tier 1 driver, and we're looking at him because this is an absolute domination from him. In the dry as well, to gap people in the dry around here is no easy feat. So if he keeps his seat for the rest of the season, I'll be very surprised. And if he does, I'll be arguing to get my seat back. Because even I don't think I'll be able to do that. Renan now lost DRS to Clipzy as he makes. It's because Revit came into the pit. Bradders drops behind, so he's made a mistake. So the front two, jengaaboi and Clipzy, now just dragging each other along. Well, jengaaboi dragging Clipzy along. You never know, Ewan. Something may happen. As he is 2 seconds, he's catching the back of PC Willie. Is he into the pit? He is. As PC Willie's the first of the medium runners to pit. Takes it very, very cautious down to first. He's going about 2 miles an hour trickling into the pit. Trent will probably catch up to the back of Bradders. See what he can do. Everyone at the moment, apart from PC Willie, I think is going onto the softs. Everyone's on the medium compound. I'm pretty sure everyone's on the medium compound. Well, Shoot Fits have gone to the hard. You never see a hard compound around here, so I don't know. Unless there's an early safety car, I'm not sure why he's gone onto those hards. Chesney Reese will probably be pitting again. Silver not lost any time, but not gained any time to the front two. But yeah, Shoot Fits going onto those hards is a ballsy strategy because hards around here are not great. As Trent is only a second off the back of Bradders. Let's see if they come to the pit. He's got DRS on him. He could get held up here unless they come into the pit, so we'll see what they do. One McLaren won't pit. Who comes into the pit? Silver comes into the pit. Renan stays out for another lap. Bradders stays out. Trent gets dragged along with DRS, so he'll be looking to get past us. A 2.91 for him. Good fastest lap, about 10th and a bit quicker than the previous fastest lap from him. But he will be getting held up here, so some of that lead, some of that 13-14 second lead that he's got will be gone. As the McLaren has, Renan has a moment. He's dropped behind Trent and Bradders. So Trent will be using his battery to get, or stay behind for this. He'll be getting a lot under all the grip he has. Bradders 2.5 behind Clipzy. jengaaboi really just dragging Clipzy along at the moment. Renan sticking behind just about. Adrake is 11 seconds back, so it's 2 different races at the moment. This Trent will be, you have DRS and ERS, he'll get past here. Yeah, Bradders just sits in behind, hoping to get dragged along with DRS. As Trent now looks after the front two, and he's got about a 16-second lead at the moment. Clipzy and jengaaboi will be flying as they come into the pits. Let's see if someone speeds. Clipzy almost hitting the back of him. He makes jengaaboi speed, so that's a penalty for Clipzy. Yeah. As Bradders comes into the pits as well. Let me just note down. Yeah. As Trent now comes out the pit, as Clipzy makes jengaaboi speed, so that'll be a penalty removal for jengaaboi, and I think a penalty for Clipzy as well. Let's see if he cuts the pit lane. He does keep it within the white lines this time. As Trent has a 12-second gap to Shoot fits, but Shoot hasn't pitted. He's on those hard tyres. So he'll be looking to go to the end, so it's a good place for him at the moment. Revit on those fresh mediums sits in just behind. He'll be looking to get after him. Almost bottoms the car out. Adrake on losing the rear as well. Charlie Krishna sitting behind those fresh mediums. Silver on the fresh softs, or freshish softs, going after those front four. Clipsy's sitting behind jengaaboi. As jengaaboi misses the apex completely. Shootfit's not losing too much time to Trent, even though Trent has about 6 lap younger mediums compared to Shootfit is hard. As Revit goes into the P2, Silver takes fastest lappers with a 10.966. Bradders gets another 10-second penalty, so he'll be retiring. There it is. Shootfit's now Revit in P2. That is actual P2 as well, but jengaaboi jengaboi's got past Silver, so he'll be looking to gap Clipzy. Clipzy will sit along with him, see if he makes any moves. As he takes it very cautious, is he going to send it? He sits behind again, locks up a bit. Silver just looking to get dragged along now on those soft tyres. jengaaboi is absolutely flying me. It is on also fresh softs, so we'll see Clipzy sitting behind. Charlie Christian now lost DRS to Shootfizz and Revit. And Shootfizz has also lost DRS to Revit. He must have just got it. Silver gets past back jengaaboi. Clipzy now looking to get past jengaaboi, so we'll see what he can do into turn 1. jengaaboi, they have about the same battery. Bradders leaves, fastest lap for Clipzy. Is he going to send down the inside? He is, and that's I don't think he meant to go for that, but it's not a bad move. He stuck jengaaboi in the gravel. Okay, yeah, so that's not. Didn't look like there was contact going into it, but then cutting to jengaaboi in the gravel. Clipzy brakes very late. See what the reports say about that later. As Revit's actually closing the gap to Trent, but he has got that big tyre upset. Yeah, I know Clipsy's going to have so many reports come after him later. So Revit now trying to look, he's in search for that P1, or P2 at least, which at the moment he's got. Trent is in the lead by 11 seconds, so there's not much point watching him, because realistically he's going to win. Got 10 laps left, he's not going to lose a 12 seconds. Yeah. We'll see what Revit will be closing the gap down by. As Clipzy and Adrake now, jengaaboi looking to get past. Well, Adrake got past, obviously, jengaaboi. Clipzy looking to go side by side with Charlie Krishna into turn 1. Cuts in front, takes racing line. As jengaaboi round the outside, Adrake went round the inside. This is getting a bit spicy in the midfield. Adrake looking to get for a move. jengaaboi sends it down the inside of Charlie Krishna. There's contact between jengaaboi and Charlie Krishna. Not too sure what happened there, but that'll be classed as a racing incident, I'm pretty sure. Clipzy looking to say just in. Good move round the outside and then dive to the inside on Charlie Krishna, and there was contact between them. And Charlie Krishna's lost DRS to Clipzy. So Clipzy looking to get dragged along by Shootfits, hoping for that P3. jengaaboi should be there if it wasn't for Clipzy being brainless. Adrake Silver, what's he going to do? Just behind, sticks behind Adrake. Is he going to go for a move? He goes round the outside, he gets pushed off by Adrake. contact between the two. Down the inside into the last corner. Does he leave enough space? Just enough. Good move down the inside. Josh needs to get past Charlie Krishna now, and he will. He up that DRS. But Charlie Krishna hoping to just stick behind now. And jengaaboi looking to close that gap. So Revit now closing the gap. Revit pitted about lap 19, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he's got four lap fresher mediums compared to Trent. So I'm surprised he's not gaining more. He pitted lap 20, end of 19, start of 20. We're looking at Clipzy. He's 2 seconds behind Revit. He's broken DRS to shoot Fizz. jengaaboi will be looking to get past maybe into this next chicane. See what he can do. He's going to stick behind. He'll get past on the main straight. Charlie Krishna now out of DRS range. Silver down the inside. There's contact between them. He tries round the outside. Just enough space is given. Right in the rear box of Charlie Krishna going into the last corner. They'll have DRS on her. So will PC Willie. Adric sitting just behind. To see she could get double overtaken here, Charlie Krishna. As it's 3 wide, 2 wide into turn 1. Round the outside goes PC Willie. Is he gonna make the move stick? Down the inside goes Silver, and he keeps the position. That's a very good move from him. So jengaaboi now looking to close the gap on Clipzy as well, as he probably will do in the next lap or two, as Clipzy has no DRS, hoping to break DRS to shoot Fizz on those old tyres. Revit keeping the gap the same to Trent, so Trent's just, yeah, he's gone. He's legged it. He's had enough. All the big talk, and he's put his words out on the track. Clipzy gaining on Revit as well, so jengaaboi hoping to get in that DRS, because when they do fight, he'll be back in that podium battle, as that 10-second will be removed because he got punted into the pit lane. Silver now lost DRS to shoot Fizz on those older softs, so his grip's starting to go. BC Willie sits just behind Silver. Let's see what happens here. jengaaboi, the gap staying about 2 seconds behind Clipzy. Shoot Fizz almost out of DRS range. PC Willie, what can he do? Silver, no DRS for him. So PC Willie's going to send down the inside. He sticks behind. Renan watching it all unfold in front of him. Adric without DRS. Charlie Krishna comes into the pit for a change of tyres again. I don't know what. She's just hoping to make a big impact, but she'll be about 15 seconds off the back of the pack now. I don't know why she pitted there. Hoping probably for fastest lap, but that'll be only 2 points at the moment. Shoot Fizz almost. He has lost DRS range, and he's in the gravel and he's spun. He's lost the rear, and he's been overtaken. Silver gets him. The two RBs almost going side by side. jengaaboi gaining on Clipzy now. But that's a big moment for Shoot Fizz. He was having an alright race. He is on those hard compounds, so they'll be starting to get some pace compared to the softs and the mediums. Well, maybe the mediums. Maybe the softs, sorry, because of the tyre wear difference. jengaaboi just closing the gap. Clipzy, I think, is just within DRS. He has used all his battery. He hasn't got DRS. Let's see what Revit can't see his battery. Let's have a look at he's on 22%, so he's also pushing as well as Clipzy. Clipzy has no battery. jengaaboi looking to get in. Silver's 2.6 behind, obviously because Shoot Fizz has a moment and he was out DRS range anyway. PC Willie looking to get past his teammate. No team orders at the RB garage. It's all out war between the two V-carbs. Renan looking to just sit behind. Chesney Reese comes into the pit. Is it going to be a retirement? Is he just changing tyres? He'll be going to those fresh softs, hoping to get a fastest lap. You never know what can happen. As Trent is coming around the last corner now. Clipzy now 3/10 behind, so he's gained a lot. So Revit's had a moment. He'll be looking to take P2 from him here. As his caution. As what's happened there? Charlie Krishna, is that? Charlie Krishna's had a spin almost causing a safety car, but she didn't keep the car stopped, so no safety car will be out, almost to the point where no safety cars can be called anyway. Bad. I don't know why she pitted. Having an alright race, and now she just ruined it even more. Chesney Reese will probably get that fastest lap. As there's the only DRS range is PC Willie to Shoot Fizz and Revit to Clipzy. Clipzy is on those soft compound, but they will be starting to die off soon, so Revit will be just sitting behind for the next lap or two. I would have a look at warnings, but Race Director sometimes messes up your game, so we can't be doing that. The gap to Trent isn't coming down now Clipsy's got past, so Revit was closing it significantly. jengaaboi looking to get back in that DRS range of the front. I say the front two. The front. The DRS of Revit. Let's just say that. Let's keep saying that. Clipsy losing a second lap-ish to jengaaboi. Shoot Fizz almost getting back within. Let's see what... As Revit's going to take P2 from Clipsy down the inside. Goes defensive. Probably thinking, keeps it defensive. Good defense from him. And he keeps on P2. It's PC Willie. Takes P6 from Shoot Fizz. So it's just back and forth between the two RBs. Adrake obviously just having a race of his own. Not really any battles going on. There was a huge DRS train earlier. And now everyone, apart from about 3 people, are out of DRS. As Clipsy's right on the gearbox of Revit. With the fast swooping rights of the track. Keeping it just within, hoping to not lose the race. Keep it cautious on the exit. Very, very close to hitting the grass was Revit. Turns off his battery. Clipsy will have DRS. Probably going to make a move here because he's got no brain cells. He does stick behind. He does stick behind. jengaaboi within DRS just about. He'll be looking to keep that gap. He is just, there we go. So now jengaaboi in that fight for that podium battle. So the last couple laps of this could be getting very spicy. The gap to Trent, 10.7 seconds. He's having an absolute amazing race. He has, he's lapped Charlie Krishna in an equal car race. So he's had a great time there. She's going to be absolutely fuming. You don't see someone in F124 league races getting lapped very often. So fair play to Trent. His pace has been unbelievable this whole time. Revit's sticking behind. jengaaboi now catching up. He'll be looking to hopefully get past Revit and keep Clipzy. Keep Clipzy in front. So he has got DRS on that last lap, or he could be looking to pull away. Revit on those mediums. Probably about the same performance at the moment. Clipzy pushing. 90% battery, but he has gained like 6/10 to Trent on this lap. So he's pushing quite hard. Not with that. Well, not with the battery though. Revit's camera angle is really annoying. Can't see his battery. jengaaboi just sticking behind as Charlie Krishna goes fastest on a 10.573. I think that's about 2, 3, 4 tenths quicker than anyone else. Revit will stick behind for another lap. Turns up his battery, starts to recharge down the main straight. Clipsy into turn 1, keeps it tight. Shoot Fizz round the outside of his teammate. Some team orders being played. They don't fight it too hard. Gets past into 6th place. What can Adrake do? Is he going to send it? He sticks behind Renan for another lap. Chesney Reese in a world of his own. Charlie Krishna's been lapsed. No penalties apart from jengaaboi, who wasn't his fault anyway, so that'll be removed. But no track limit penalties around Zandvoort, which you don't see often because there's a lot of places where you can go off. The gap to Trent now 9.7, so it's coming down slowly, but it won't come down enough. So Trent's pace and strategy has been spot on today. Revit 4/10 off the back of Clipzy. jengaaboi hoping for some contact between the two so we can just swoop on past, get an easy 2nd place. And the one track that, or one of the 2 tracks that Trent said he was feeling confident at, he has dominated this weekend so far. Silver's got past into P5. PC Willie, what can he do into turn 1? Is Revit going to take the lead here? He sticks behind for another lap. As PC Willie turns off his battery, he'll stick behind Shoot Fizz for another lap. jengaaboi needs to take an opportunity at some point. He's only got 2 laps left. He's got to get past both on this lap. But at the moment, jengaaboi not really maximising how many points he can take off poole. He's 26 back. At the moment, he's only gaining 12. So he'll still be 14 back, so Poole's still got a very good lead in the drivers. Clipzy, his pace has dropped off now on those soft tyres. Revit will be hoping to get past him this lap. He'll be using all of his battery. jengaaboi hoping for some contact between the two. Revit turns off his battery. jengaaboi touches the gravel. That's going to mess up his exit a little bit. As you can see, the rear step out. Let's see Revit into turn 1. What's he going to do? Use all of his battery. 50% used. Clipzy turns off his battery. Revit into P2. What can jengaaboi do? He's going to stick behind. Revit in P2. Last lap of the race. Trent is having a great race. Charlie Krishna's unlapped herself. Clipzy maybe going to make a ballsy move here. jengaaboi hoping for a little bit of contact so we can swoop on through on that last lap. PC Willie sits behind again, as they don't want to fight it and ruin both their races. Misses the apex, goes deep, so it'll be Trent as the winner of this Grand Prix. See what else happens back here. jengaaboi not close enough at all. It's really Clipzy and Revit that can win it. Not win it, become second. Around the last little bit of a chicane. And down to the front. And Trent, an unbelievable weekend, wins the Netherlands Grand Prix by 9.8 seconds. Absolute domination from the Alpine man. That is unbelievable in equal cards. Revit takes P2, Clipzy gets P3. jengaaboi gets a 10 seconds, finishes P5 anyway. Or P7 now, but it'll be removed. Clipzy P3, Revit P2, Trent again, unbelievable race. It'll be Silver P5 after penalties, Shoot P6, Willie P7, jengaaboi will jump up to P4. Only 12 points gained on poole, so not too strong of a race from him. Good result in the end, but this is the race he really needed to close that gap, because there's still 14 points between the two of them. I think. Let's see. Let me have a look at the standings. So Clipzy, yeah. So Constella's he's going to drop a lot of places. Clipzy closes the gap as well. I'm not sure why Clipzy didn't fight that at all. Round to the line. Charlie Krishna over the line. Not too much carnage, no penalties, because jengaaboi wasn't really his fault. We'll see what happens after the race between contact and everything. But by the looks of it, there won't be too many tickets, apart from ones with Clipzy in. So we'll see everything that happens after the race. But not too much of an exciting race, not too much to commentate on, to be honest. Just Trent driving off by 10 seconds on equal cars. And here's your race results. Is we've got Trent in first, Revit second, Clipzy third, Silver fourth, Shoot fifth, PC Willie sixth, jengaaboi seventh, Brennan eighth, Adric ninth, Chesney Reese 10th, Charlie Krishna with the fastest lap but finishes outside the points, so that's not going to matter anyway. Bradders P12, Fresh 13th after retiring, as well as Bradders, Constella 14th as well as retiring, and Robert retired on lap whatever it was right at the start, like lap 3, after dying on the gravel. But very, very strong race from Trent after all the talk he'd been having pre-race. To put that out on track and to win by 9.7 seconds is unbelievable. You don't see that too often in league races because all the cars are equal and everyone's almost the same pace. So to win by almost 10 seconds in the dry as well, with everyone else having DRS, he's got the strategy, he's got everything spot on, he's got the strategy, his pace was consistent throughout the race. He got the pit lap, everything. He got everything correct. So fair play to him. Absolute domination from him today. 2 tenths on pole, 10 seconds in the race. you can't fault him for that. That is a very, very strong race. Clipsy, not too bad of a race, bit dirty at times. Guess he didn't want a penalty in the last couple laps. But yeah, that's been Zandvoort and Tier 1 HOR. Not too exciting. So we'll see what can happen next week. And I believe next week is... Hold on. Where is it? I've lost the calendar. Next week is Belgium. And Trent's also been talking confident about that one. So let's see if we can bring the gap even more. But that has been Zandvoort. I hope people have enjoyed. I'm going to go have a drink now because my throat is killing me. But wish you all well. Everyone have a good evening. And we'll see you next week for Spa-Francorchamps.